All right, we're going to talk about a bag review of a bag that I've had for a little while that I actually bought, and thought I'd talk you through what I like and what I don't like. Let's do this. This is the bag, and if we get the lighting right, it is a Topo design field bag. And they did versions of this in collab with a few companies that I could find. The most common of which is Howler Brothers, which I know as a fly fishing company. They do like a lot of apparel and bags and that sort of thing. Anyway, so this is the guy. It's a field bag. I got it on a deal. They had it in this, which is the all black colorway, and I would have gotten it in something more colorful, but I really didn't. I didn't care for the color combination that they were offering. Topo Designs is weird. Sometimes I really like their colors, and sometimes I find them pretty bizarre. Anyway, it's a semi-rigid bag. You can see it's got cinch straps down here on the sides. It has cinch straps across the bottom that allow you to compress. And it has on this side as well some, so you can pinch in the sides. It has a carrying handle here. It has a permanently mounted shoulder strap with a padded sliding strap here that is attached via these jams like this at an angle. It has a padded mesh foam back panel, and that's your exterior. It has this, which is what looks like a single line of PALS webbing. Here, I'd be curious. Let's grab a ruler to see if it is not to spec. PALS spec says that the bar tacks should be every 1.5 inches, and that is 2-inch spacing. So that is not to spec. It is 1-inch webbing, but it's only a single row. You flip the Velcro. It's Velcro, obviously, and you find the inside of this will be familiar to you if you ever had like a proper messenger bag from a cycling company. This is truck tarp on the inside, which is extremely durable and very waterproof. A 2-inch wide strip of very aggressive Velcro in there. And that brings us to the inside of this. There's a single outer pocket here with a zipper pull on it. We'll get that going. And what do I have? I think I've got like a pen and a tiny like Leatherman in there, but that'll hold a few things like that. Flashlight maybe, that sort of thing. And then inside the bag, sorry, let's get this. So what you find is that there are these end pockets here. These are open at the bottom. So these are good if you got like an Nalgene bottle or a water bottle, or I suppose a insulated mug or whatever, a drink effectively that you want to drop in the bottom. And the bottom of that will cinch down here as well to keep that snug, and that will slide in here. But given the spacing, if you have the internals of the bag maxed out, that eats your ability to put a bottle in it. That is to say, when you put a bottle in here, it pushes in the side of the bag and you lose interior volume. That's not. There are times where that's completely unavoidable, but this is merely pointing out one of the consequences of the design choices. There's also a pair of D-rings here, I guess for cinching other things on, although I don't know that I would ever use those. You have the ability to put 2 bottles on here, or 2 round things, I should say. So you get this end pouch as well, so you get them on both. But again, if you use both of those, you're pinching in the bag itself by quite a lot. Interestingly, the top of the bag, the sides here, this is actually at an angle, which makes the bag stand up pretty well. The sides here feel like they've got, this feels like it's got like, I don't know, 5 mil, maybe a bit more, foam in it, and then the front is actually heavily padded as well. So, and the bottom. So this is a fully padded case. That will make more sense in just a moment. Internally for storage, we've got a single large mesh divider, 2 smaller mesh dividers here and here. I've got some stuff in here, so those guys like that. I've got 1 large pocket in the middle with a removable Velcro divider that's padded. Okay, you can only attach it here and here, and given the way it sort of bends and folds and whatever, you got a little bit of maneuverability there. And then on the inner front edge, you've got a zippered thing. The weird part about this zipper pouch, let's see if I can get a good shot of this, is that the Velcro, let's see, yeah, the Velcro there goes over this zipper. And so this pouch here, this is one container. Like if I reach through here, my fingers will come out this other side. So this is all one zippered pouch, but it has a zipper pull at either end. There's one way back here hiding in the shadows. There's a zipper pull here, and then way down the other side there's a zipper pull here, and they both go towards the middle, but that's one pouch. So if I put something small that's going to roll around in here, it might go over there. That's a little bit of an odd choice. Yeah, I don't entirely know why they would have done that way. Seems like it would have taken more work to do that. So when they sell this bag, when they were selling this bag, so I'm not sure these are actually still for sale. These were marketed as camera bags. Well, they called it a field bag. And when I bought it, I got a really good deal on it, but I bought it like a Father's Day sale or something. And it was a, excuse me, it was a, half fly fishing and half photography sort of focus. So the idea was, with this divided interior here, you could drop a camera body and a lens or whatever combination of that stuff, and then with this bottom bit you could strap a tripod to it, and with the side bit you could put a lens or like whatever, all of it is true. Also that this was well sized and well proportioned to handle fly fishing duties, so you could have like your Nalgene for hydration, and then a bunch of fly boxes in here, and then rooms for leaders and for tippet and like all that sort of stuff to get strapped to the thing. I have not used this bag fly fishing, although I would assume it works well for that. I have used it for photography a little bit. I find it slightly annoying in that I would like to better be able to portion the inside of it, but I tend to have trouble with a lot of bags for photography for that. But it will do that no problem, particularly if you are using larger gear. If you're carrying a full-blown DSLR kit or like a full-frame sensor camera, this thing can be would probably be totally fine. I tend to use smaller cameras than that, so my stuff tends to sort of swim around. But what I've found for sort of daily use is that if I drop a camera, like a small camera in this side with whatever, extra batteries and, whatever in here, that gives me this side for sort of my day-to-day stuff. I will say I am very pleased that these two mesh things in the back hold one of my ultralight kits really nicely, so I can get my my notebook and my pen, pencil, and knife sort of easy carry to just drop right into that with my pull tab hanging right out the top of it, and it makes it really easy. Handles my larger notebook in the back here. Like it's a well proportioned bag. For everyday carry use, I find the fact that it is fully padded to obviously be overkill to your uses, right? My notebook does not need to be padded. And so that means the bag has a very particular shape to it. It is fairly, here if I flip the stop down, you can see it's got a bit of volume to it. It is probably possible to cinch this guy and the other side and the bottom down enough to squeeze this, but in doing that you're really squeezing the bag a lot. It's meant to be run like this. I would never run a quart Nalgene over here, although I will say that a pint Nalgene, which is my preferred size anyway for running around town, fits in here beautifully and doesn't eat storage too badly. So all in all, it's certainly well made. It's certainly well thought out. You might not be its niche in terms of what it's thought out for if you don't carry camera gear or if you don't go fly fishing or things that would make use of those features. It might not be your everyday carry thing. It won't hold most laptops. Unless you have a really, really, really tiny laptop, you're not going to get it in there. But if your day-to-day kit is fairly small or you have stuff that's fragile that you need some protecting on it, this could be a really nice bag for you. It is very comfortable. It is very functional. If I'm going to talk about things that annoy me about it, there are sort of two things that annoy me. I should mention down here, it has these little loops. There's one here and there's one here. So it has a removable clip-on, clip-off waist strap. So if you want the thing to not rotate around you so much, it does have that. I've taken that off because, yeah. But things that annoy me about it. This Velcro is, I don't know why it's so aggressive, but it's loud and it's grabby. And that might not be great. The zipper pull that came with it was just junk. It was like this long. It was stubby and frayed right away, and not so great. But that's easy. That's a piece of paracord and you're set. And you're gonna replace those anyway. This, I don't know why they chose to include a this like incredibly large, garish tab for the Cordura fabric that the thing is made of. I don't know why that's on there. That's annoying. I will probably cut that off. Also, the Velcro has been making it get fuzzy. There's also a little Made in the USA flag tab down this way. It's sort of awkwardly buried in there. I could do without both of those. I haven't gone in and pulled them out yet, but I very well might. But I gotta say, that's pretty low. That's a pretty low threshold for stuff like that. So I'd say overall, if you can get one of these for a decent deal, these are pretty solidly made, functional field bags, which is exactly what they say they are. So there you go. Thanks for watching.